Good morning. Got a nice full night rest of sleep, even slept in a little bit. It's time to go get some breakfast here in a minute. The weather last night was a little crazy, but nothing storm-wise came right over the town. There was kind of this isolated large thunderstorms traveling through northern Wisconsin, and probably got the trail itself schwacked a little bit, some of the areas I just came through, but in town itself was fine. We kept on getting these severe thunderstorm alerts and stuff on the TV for all the local counties around the area, but we were okay where we're at. Hopefully as we continue pushing south, it seems like the worst of the weather the last month or so has all been in the northern part of the state. But as usual, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I'm gonna head across the street back over to Truck's Place, I think it was called, and we'll start the day with a nice breakfast. Well, that breakfast was really good. I'm starting to make my way over to the Walmart. Might as well do the resupply run now before it gets hotter. It's supposed to be clear, sunny, like mid-80s today. Figure I need 5 days of food. It's about a 100-mile stretch or something like that. So we'll start with that. What's nice is the next leg is going to be bouncing between a couple of small towns, so there should be some opportunities to grab some extra snacks and maybe a meal and stuff. But I'm just going to load up with 5 days of full food. Back from the Walmart run, here's what I got so far. Breakfast will be the Uncrustable sandwiches, the usual assortment of snacks and Cliff Bars and things there. I'm trying to look for freeze-dried meals or something lighter for dinners, but I did end up picking a large fuel can I saw at the Walmart. That'll definitely last me the whole rest of the trip. I think I'm going to go back out, try to find like a sporting goods store or something. I'm still on the hunt for some freeze-dried dinners. Well, we'll start with Dunham Sports here and see what we can find. Well, that was a success. 4 freeze-dried meals. We're good to go now. So now I think I'm going to finish up planning. There's a few more details I need to figure out. The last stretch is going to be a little difficult just with super long road walks and not anywhere to camp. So I think one of the days in the next stretch coming up, I'm going to have to do like potentially a 30-mile day. So we'll see. I mean, I can do it. I just don't want to do it, and I don't need to do 30 miles unless I absolutely have to do a 30-mile day. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, I'll just probably check back once we're looking to go find some lunch somewheres. Well, it's lunchtime. I didn't see it before, but there's a Chinese buffet just near here amongst other eating options. So I think we'll go do that for lunch. Go check out some Chinese food. Well, that was a really good Chinese buffet. It's like 11 bucks, all you can eat. You can't beat that. I definitely got my money's worth. Numerous plates. Really good for a hungry hiker. But now we're in full chill mode. I got all my chores done. I got all my planning done. There's just a day or two into next week that's going to be fun. Like I mentioned before, where potentially we are in a position to where we have to do a 30-mile day. So we'll just kind of see how that plays out. And otherwise, I think that's it for now. I'll just check back when we're up to something else. Well, I'm feeling like it's dinner time. I think I'm just going to go wander down to the Culver's and get something and just bring it back here. I'm also jonesing for some of their ice cream. That mint stuff I had numerous towns ago was really good. Actually, I think it was custard. We'll see what they got. So I'm going to go grab some food and just bring it back here to the room. It's been hot and sunny all day. No thunderstorms, at least. Of course, I've been hiding in my room most of the day. I don't need to be outside walking in this. I do enough of that already. Oh, back in the room. Got my burger and fries. And I got a little pint of custard. They didn't have the mint chocolate chip one, which I like, so I got a peanut butter cup instead. So I think that'll go down just as well. So I think that'll be it for today. It's been a very productive 0 day. A lot of relaxing, a lot of things we got caught up on. I'm ready to rock and hit it for the next stretch. It's going to be a lot of road walking. And we'll see what happens, see what we can get into. But it's about 100 miles or something like that, approximately, to the next little town resupply stop. But yeah, I think that's it. We'll catch a good breakfast before heading out the first thing in the morning. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you then. Morning. We're getting back on trail today, but starting off with a great breakfast, of course, since we're in town. So we'll see you right across the street back at Truck's Place. Skies are all overcast this morning. I think the weather forecast for today has rain this afternoon, but hopefully I can get all the way into camp before that happens. Well, breakfast was great. I just got finished packing up, ready to rock, I think. So for the first about 4.5 miles, we're just heading straight south through town. And that'll get us reconnected with the normal connector routes. And then from there, we're kind of back on routing and on our way. Lots of road walking coming up over the next couple of days, though. Today is going to be all about moving fast so we can kind of outrun before the afternoon storms start blowing in. They're not expected until like 4 or 5, but we'll kind of see how it goes. All right, let's hit it. Backpack's always nice and super heavy coming out of town. 5 days of food, a couple liters of water. I think we're doing a little over 21 miles, I think, to get us to the campground I'm aiming for. I had to run across the street to check this thing out. It's the old train station. Next to the old station, which is now a museum, there's a little plaque here honoring the founder of Antigo, Francis Delaglis. Born in Switzerland, came to America in 1848, fought in the Civil War, wounded in Antietam, taken prisoner in Gettysburg. Cool. I wonder if this is like an old original house of his, or just somebody else's, or just an original of the town, or something. I like old history stuff. Yeah, it's his cabin. Antigo's first home. Here's our road. We're back on the normal connector routes. A couple more miles of road, I think, and then we get a little bit of back in the woods. Well, here's our dip back into the woods for the next segment. This should be Ice Override. Interesting name for one. It's very short. It just kind of dips into the woods and then back out to the road. Found a little side trail for a DCA back here, and there's also probably a little trail register. Yeah, so I'll sign that and then we'll finish this section. That was a short segment, less than a mile. Now we got about 4.5 miles of road walking until we get to the next one. Oh, this farm's got a lot of construction going on, building up more pens or something. I think they got cattle back there. It's hard to tell exactly. There's a big hole in that tree up ahead. They didn't cut the tree down to put the power lines in, they just cut some branches out of the way and strung the power lines right through the middle of the tree. Couple of deer out there, mother and 2 little ones. There they go. Another turn onto West Bear Lake Road. Picked up a hiking partner. Came out from a house, and I guess he wants to hike down the road with me for a little bit. Another road junction. I think that dog is still following me, but he got distracted for a moment, so he pulled off to somewhere. But in about a half a mile from here is going to be the start of the next segment, and there's a little parking lot pull-off. And I think it'll be a good place to stop and do a lunch before we go back in the woods. Well, the parking area is a little bit further up the road. This looks like where the trail starts. So I think I might just plop down here on the grass and just have my lunch break right here. Okay, done with a quick lunch break. There's no sign, but this is the Plover River segment. I wanted to make my rest break quick because I'm still trying to beat the weather. It's supposed to be rain and storms and things coming in a couple of hours later this afternoon. But we're less than 10 miles to the campsite I'm aiming for, so we should be able to make it, I think. Might be close. I'm liking this segment. It's not like overgrown at all or anything. And there's basically no mosquitoes. It's very light, so that's awesome. This boardwalk's got a nice curved meander to it. Coming out to where we cross Highway 52, little parking area here. Maybe this sign says Plover River on it. We're still in it for a bit. Yeah, there we go. And now we get to cross Highway 52. Moderate amount of traffic. Make a run for it. Okay. There's the crossing for the Plover River. Water looks great and clear. I'm gonna top up here. I think this is like the one and only water source between Antigo and the campground I'm aiming for. Easily rock hoppable. Okay. Yeah, let's get some of this water. All topped up on water. That's the best water source on the whole trail so far. Totally clear and ice cold. It's just perfect. Since crossing Highway 52, there's been a lot of mud and roots in this section. It's really cool and beautiful looking though, especially when it's down here by the river again. Coming up on a bench and what looks like another trail log. Might as well sign it. Every time I see these like maple syrup gathering lines in the trees, I think I've stumbled across somebody's illegal moonshine operation. Coming out to the road. This is the end of the Plover River segment. We've got about 4 miles of road walking, and then we'll be at camp. I need a sit-down break, definitely. Wish I could afford a little more time to rest, but I feel like I'm still racing the weather. It's definitely cleared up. It's all kind of warm and sunny right now, but we're still expecting rain to ruin our afternoon. Done with a quick sit-down break. It's practically a straight shot for the rest of the day road walking. There's looking north. There's some big thunderstorms out that way. I think we'll be safe from all of those ones though, for now. Well, I can hear a storm getting close off the left of me somewheres. Can't really see it through the trees, but I think we got somewheres between 1.5 miles, less than 2 miles. Hope this close-in one doesn't roll over top of us just yet. There's a view of some of the nearest weather. It's still a few miles away, so it's far enough that I'm still safe. And getting off the dirt road, starting the Dells of the Eau Claire segment, and we got a 1/2 mile to camp. Crossing the Eau Claire River. It's pretty. We made it to the campground. I'm at the self-registration kiosk. Looks like 20 bucks a night for a non-electrical site. There was only like 5, I think, that were no reservation. So luckily, it looks like this place is pretty empty. So I just dropped my money in the tube, and I'm actually staying at this non-reserved site, which is right behind it. So time to get set up, and we're still beating the weather. Well, there we are, all set up. The ground's a little hard to get the stakes in, but I think we're going to make it. And I think that's it for today. You made a really good push coming out of town. 21 miles, something like that. I made it here in a good time, a little after 3 o'clock, I think. Oh, so far, the weather is right on the outskirts, but I'm expecting thunderstorms throughout the evening, and then tomorrow should be nice and hot and sunny. So I think that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.